Raiders, Eagles. It's pouring here as we're getting ready for today's matchup.
Well, we've got one team here in desperate need of a victory, having lost 3 in a row.
You know what? When you have a losing streak, you go back to the fundamentals. And what I mean by that, don't try to trick the other team. Just go and let's just be tough. Let's be physical. And quarterbacks, be very careful with the football. Because if you can stop some of those turnovers, of course it just gives your team a better chance to win.
The Raiders come out in a bunch set. Carr's got it in the gun. Cooper's got it on a pass, had some heat on it.
Well, the quarterback has such great confidence in the receiver. And why not? He's talented, and every time the football's thrown his way, he finds a way to make the catch.
The Raiders come to the line. Of course, plenty of pink on the field today and in the stands, as all of October will be seeing this for Breast Cancer Awareness Month in the NFL. Catch made near the sideline.
Well, I think early in the game, anytime you cross the 50-yard line, it just gives you confidence that what you're doing is going to work today. Let's see if they can take advantage of that and take it on down into the end zone.
After that grab, it's now 2nd down and 2. The Raiders lined up, bunch formation. To the sideline and complete.
You got to be able to adjust when you run these drag routes across the field. The throw cannot always be right on target. Can you reach behind, make the catch, and keep going full speed? That's the sign of a good receiver.
It's 1st down as they head to the line. Carr comes out in the pistol.
The quarterback's picked up on something. He's changing the play here.
Makes the reception. And that's a gain of 9.
A lot of times you look at the drag route and you think that's the safety valve. You know what? It is. The quarterback is always taught to look down the field. If there's nobody open, throw it to the drag route coming across the field. That time they did it. It's just short of getting the 1st down.
The Raiders are at the line of scrimmage with a pair of backs split behind the quarterback. 2nd and 1. Brings it into his body.
Good job by the quarterback that time. He doesn't panic. He reads that it's a zone, and you have to wait for the receivers to get in between the defenders. Nice throw and catch.
The wide receiver in motion.
The defensive line, they're all shifting to the right. I think they're expecting a run over there.
Breaks the tackle. That's a gain of 10.
That was an awesome job by the running back that time, breaking those tackles. In the NFL, the low man wins. That time, the running back was the low man.
Here they come to the line of scrimmage, the 21-yard line.
1st down and 10. Cooper's a 1st drive and a 1st touchdown. That's a terrific start for this team, Phil, with the early touchdown.
Yeah, just the way they planned it, man. You get in there during the week, you practice, you look at all that film, and then you say, here's going to be our starting plays for the game. You put them and you score. That is a great feeling.
And a touchback. Playing press coverage to the outside.
Doesn't like what he sees on the defensive side, so he is changing the play to the receivers by giving him hand signals.
Jordan Matthews brings it in.
That pass play picked up only 4. 2nd down and 6 coming up.
Here's the handoff. And that gains 1. And now, here's the Raiders' defensive lineup. Currently 3rd in the league right now against the rush.
It'll be 3rd down.
The Eagles come to the line with a bunch set.
It's intercepted!
Midway through the first quarter, and it's always a time when you're punching and counter-punching. And now they've got the pick and a chance to even score again.
Now, what would you know about punching and counter-punching, Jim? Were you a boxer at one time? It's amazing. You've done every sport. But you're right. They went out there. They did everything right. They've done everything right on both sides of the ball, and they're looking good.
Here comes the wide receiver in motion.
First down at the 27.
Has the grab.
That's a gain of 6.
You got to be agile when you make these kind of catches, running these short drag routes across the field. That time we saw the agility of the receiver. Nice catch.
Breaking huddle at the 21.
The Raiders line up, split backfield.
2nd and 4.
Tries to get the feet down, but this will be ruled incomplete. And now a look at the Raiders offense, starting with the offensive line. This is an offense that has one of the most dangerous passing attacks in the NFL this season.
3rd down.
The Raiders come to the line, and they put their receivers in a bunch formation.
Looks like they're in press coverage here.
From the shotgun.
Stands in the pocket.
Oakland in the end zone.
Cooper's 5th touchdown reception of the year.
And the point after is good.
The Eagles are prepared to return the kickoff.
Huff's going to test the coverage this time. Keeps his legs moving. Ball's there to make the stop. That return is good for about 27. The Eagles just gave up some big turnover points. Let's see if they can hold on to the football this time, Phil, because we know how crucial it is. We talked to the coaches about it this week. This was their concern with this team.
Well, if you want to stay on the field, you better quit turning it over, right, Jim? That's what the coaches look. You make mistakes on the field, they're going to be forgiving to a point, but you got to be smart, you got to be efficient, and get the job done.
First down here after the completion.
The give. Line to the left.
And he's tackled at the 34-yard line. And now they'll try over again on 2nd down.
To the ground. And Irvin's all over the ball carrier.
Press coverage all the way. They'll go shotgun here. Intercepted. He's brought down.
Smith's probably going to go to the sideline and tell him, hey, I got such a good pair of hands, that have that interception, then I should play some tight end. I don't know about that, but I'll tell you this. He is one good linebacker.
The Raiders come out for the next possession, having reached the end zone on each of their 2 previous drives.
Yeah, it's been good stuff to watch, no doubt. You know, the offensive side, the offensive coordinator is right in tune with the quarterback. They're calling exactly the plays that need to be called because of the situations, and the quarterback has been hot throwing the football.
First down at the 33. Kendricks there that time for the tackle.
Here's how the Eagles defense, they know they need to force turnovers today, coming off a game in which they had no takeaways.
After the 2-yard carry, it sets up second down and 8. Here's the handoff, and they'll run it. That's a gain of 6.
Well, all we hear about this running back is, he gets outside. It's all about his speed. Well, not that time. It was about his power. Good job of just running through that tackle.
Third and 2 here after the run.
Quarterback likes what he sees out there outside. He's changing the play with the wide receiver.
The Raiders will take the snap from the 25. Has his man. Gains 15. That's his first reception today.
Jim, they call that a post route. Do you know why? The receiver is running towards the goal post, so they call it a post route. Well, this is good confidence for the offense, isn't it? To move down the field early in the game and get inside the 20. Let's see if they have a play up their sleeve that can get them in the end zone.
And they'll end up losing 4 here.
What a job by the defense down on the goal line. They were playing run all the way. It was a run. They got the penetration, and they tackled the runner for a loss.
The line of scrimmage is the 14.
The Raiders all bunched up here as they get set at the line.
They motion the receiver around to the other side. Second down and a long way to go. A nice grab. No doubt he was going to hold on to that one.
Jim, I love these situations. Third and go. What are they going to call? They're going to run the football. They're going to go with a pass. And if it is a pass, I would look for something quick.
One last play before the quarter ends.
The Raiders on offense here to start the second quarter.
Defense ready in the goal line formation on this one.
And the second quarter is underway with this snap.
Short run, and it's a touchdown.
Early in the second, and that touchdown puts a little more distance between these teams.
It does, and you know what? The one team that's behind's got to decide to do. They're going to have to come out here and fight because it's pretty evident. The team that just scored, they got a lot of pride. They're playing hard, and it's going to be a tough day.
The Raiders getting set to kick it away.
Huff's got it.
The Eagles are set to take the field again on offense after a crazy sequence that didn't go their way. That turnover led to turnover points. And now let's see if the offense can get that back, Phil.
Yeah, listen, I know they're going to be motivated because after they turned the football over last time, the coaches took them to the sideline and just gave them heck. That's for sure. That's a good way of seeing it. So motivation, can't make those kind of mistakes. You got to go out there and be much better.
He'll stand back beyond the center in the gun. The catch is made. And Irvin in on the tackle.
The Eagles did a good job that time throwing a pass on first down and picked up some nice yards. Now, second and short really puts the defense in a tough position.
Second down coming up. Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. They'll go ground. Gets about 9 on the play.
What a good job by the running back that time. He reads the blocks very well, and he picks his way through there and picks up a first down. That's nice.
The corners are going to meet the receivers right on the line of scrimmage.
The quarterback, he's changing the play with the wide receiver with those hand signals.
Hobbs got it on a pass that had some heat. The Eagles at the line of scrimmage. Split backfield. First down at the 36. Knocked down as he fires it. Second down after the incompletion.
Let's go.
Josh hauls it in. He's tackled beyond the markers. It's a first down. Playing press coverage to the outside. First and 10. Looking across the middle. Pass is intercepted. No return. The ball's coming out to the 20.
Phil, the offense is hitting on all cylinders, and now the defense comes up with the pick to give the football right back to him here early in the second.
Jim, did you see the offensive coordinator after that interception? He took his headset off and threw him to the ground. He is disgusted by the decision the quarterback made.
First down at the 20. Flip to the outside.
Raiders offensive coordinator, he has to be frustrated by that play. I think he calls the right play, but what happens to run, loses yards, that's just a bad job by the offensive line.
Loss of 3 on the play. That leads us to second down. From the gun. On the money. They bring him down at the 29-yard line.
The Raiders are leading in this one, and a lot of that goes back to the play of this quarterback, Phil.
Carr's been on the mark to this point.
He has. He's one of the better throwers in the NFL. When you give him time like he's had here so far today, he is going to put it right on target.
Quarters formation here for the defense. Third down and 1. Here's the handoff and a strong eye. The Raiders are going to have to punt. Set up return. Here he goes. And a run back of about 8.
The Eagles were moving the football the last time they had it, only to give the football away on the pick. Let's see how they do it this time.
Yeah, you know, that's a tough situation for the offense. You get a little confidence and you're moving the football, and then the turnover just changes everything. So you got to find a way to get your confidence going again.
Hucks there to catch a ball that had a lot of heat on it. That tackle was made at the 27-yard line.
The Eagles have clearly been focusing on getting some of their big weapons involved here in the first half. Hobbs been a favorite of his quarterback, and he's proven why he deserves to be targeted so often today.
You're right. He deserves to be targeted because he is one of the better wide receivers in the NFL. And when he catches it, look out, he can get yards after the catch. So many times when you drop a football in the NFL, a pass like that, it's because of lack of concentration. You're just not serious about what you're doing.
Looks like they're in press coverage here.
The Eagles from the 27.
has it right on the sideline, inbounds.
Well, there's not much to say about that play, Jim. It was a completion by the quarterback, and it picked up a couple yards.
On the way, third down. Halfback sent in motion.
Oh, look at that. Linebackers moving around.
Here's Ertz.
The Eagles on their offensive play sheet, they don't have many plays for third and long situations, but that is a really nice job that time by the offense, the quarterback. They pick up the first down. That'll get you going.
First down at the 15. And a flag comes out. Halftime is coming up, but first we reach the 2-minute warning. Stepping up to the line at the 10.
Let's go.
First and goal. He'll throw it over the middle. Touchdown, and that'll close the gap in this one.
Nowadays, so many kids, they grow up, they want to be wide receivers. I don't blame them. They're out there, they get to catch the football, they get to score touchdowns, they get to do dances, and you're not really allowed to hit them either. What a job.
The Raiders ready to return the kickoff. Got the hand up into the sky, and that means fair catch.
The Raiders offense comes back onto the field. Let's see if they can move the chains this time, because the last possession was ugly. They weren't out there very long.
Well, Jim, you know how I think in situations like this, I think it's more up to the coach than the players. Call a play that really catches the defense off guard so you can get an easy gain and get the momentum on your side and get it rolling. Situations you go over so many times in practice and training camp. Know what's going on the offensive side, how to preserve time. Good job that time by the offensive player. Get out of bounds and giving his team more chances to get it done here in the first half.
Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one.
They're changing things here. The quarterback changing. He's giving the receiver some new instructions.
He's wide open for the grab. Murray's tackled right at the 28.
There's no doubt time of possession can be an overrated stat in games many times. But one thing you want to do, throw and catch it just like this to pick up those first downs and keep it going.
Carr's completion percentage, 90% on the day.
They come to the line at the 28.
That long gain sets them up here on this play.
Good job by the defensive line, shifting all down inside.
Ball is out. Recovery by the offense.
One thing coaches hate when their offense is on the field is fumbling the football. Because a lot of times, it's just bad fundamentals. But they're lucky this time. They had the fumble. They're able to get on top of it.
After nearly turning it over, it's second down. Quarters formation here for the defense.
Carr comes out in the pistol.
When you see linebackers moving like this, they're trying to confuse the offensive line.
Second and 13. Makes the reception. Gains 11.
So far, wonderful execution in this drive. When you get a chance to get out of bounds, here the offensive player got the yardage, had a chance, gets out of the bounds, stops the clock. Good job by the offense.
Carr's completed his last 6 passes. The offense needs 2 yards here on third down after the completion. The Raiders come out with a split backfield. Out of the shotgun formation. Makes the catch.
Well, but there's under 2 minutes to go. Good job by the offensive ball carrier that time. He knows he can get no more yards. He steps out of bounds to stop the clock.
Coming up to the line at the 14.
The Raiders in the pistol formation. Now 1st and 10.
The quarterback with the give to the fullback. Murray's tackled down after a gain of 2. The Eagles are going to use one of the 2 timeouts they have remaining. They went with the ground game on 1st down, bringing up 2nd. And now here's the toss. Oakland Raiders, touchdown. That is his 9th rushing touchdown this season. The Raiders lined up now for the point after. There's a flag out. The Raiders for the point after. He made it. The Eagles are prepared to return the kickoff. Huff's going to start his return. And he's tackled right at about the 28-yard line.
The Eagles offense taking the field again. They got everything they could out of that last possession, Phil. That was a solid touchdown drive.
Yeah, just look at them, Jim. The way they've run onto the field, you can see they're exuding confidence. And when you got a confident football team, man, let them go and let them play and see if they can make it happen again.
Look at that concentration as he makes the grab.
Good job that time by the ball carrier, picking up what he can, and he is very smart. Gets out of bounds and stops the clock.
Following that completion, 2nd and short. Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. Out of the shotgun. Catch made.
He's brought down at the 46.
Press coverage all the way. Now the offense in their hurry up. 1st and 10. Gets away from the pressure. Hubbs got it on a pass, had some heat on it. The Eagles have to call one right here, and they do, and they are out of timeouts.
Snapping the football from the 28.
After the long gain, let's see what they do here. They'll send it back to the quarterback out of the gun. Randall's touchdown, Philadelphia Eagles. That's his 2nd touchdown today.
The Eagles for the extra point.
It's good. The Eagles now ready to kick the football down the field. And this will be a fair catch.
The Raiders offense preparing to get this drive underway. Their last drive actually ended in a touchdown, Phil. We'll see if they still have it in them to issue a repeat performance.
Well, what you saw in that last drive was everything just came together perfectly for him. The experience of the football team, the talent of the players, and the coaches helped them out, and they got it done.
1st down at the 20. Fletcher Cox gets to the quarterback. Close out the 1st half here in the city of brotherly love. We'll be back after halftime to Philadelphia for the beginning of the 2nd half. The Raiders getting set for the kickoff.
The 2nd half is officially underway.
Huff's going to run this one out. Slides off the hip. Unbelievable coverage by the kick team, and now they're able to back up the offense. The Eagles' offense, Phil, is on a roll right now with touchdowns coming on each of their last 2 possessions. Can they make it 3 in a row right here?
Well, we're going to find out. I like their chances. What have we seen that makes us think that they're not going to come out there and get it done? They're playing exceptional football on the offensive side.
Snap it out of the gun. Pump fake, not yet. Got the completion. That short pass play picked up 6. It's now 2nd down and 4. Quarters formation here for the defense.
Get ready. 188.
Drop back, shotgun formation. Got the completion. He's brought down at the 20-yard line.
The Eagles, that time, they can't get big yards, but the throw and catch picks up a few, and his 3rd down's much easier with this situation.
The corners are going to meet the receivers right on the line of scrimmage.
Let's go.
They'll go ground. The tackle's made, and the 1st down is picked up. They get set quickly, ready for another snap. 1st down and 10. And it's in the hands of Zach Ertz. And here we have 2nd down. He'll take the snap from the gun. The pass is thrown to Jordan Matthews. 3rd catch today so far. We'll go no huddle.
Let's go. 188. Let's go.
The Eagles take it from the 43. Reaches out and snatches it.
When you run the slant route, it's very important to know as a receiver that you're going to catch that football probably in between some linebackers.
That pass play picked up only 4. 2nd down and 6 coming up.
Let's go. Let's go.
From the gun. He had no time to get set.
Well, your teammates are really going to respect you after something like this. Anytime you're on that field as an athlete, and when you give all your effort to every single play like that time, how about that? Just giving every bit of effort he can to make the catch. Not able to get it, but what a job and effort.
The Eagles will line up. 1st down markers right at the 47-yard line.
Quarterback sees something in his defense he wants to take advantage of.
Third and 6. Underneath and incomplete that time. All set to punt here. Signals fair catch. The Raiders take the field here in the 2nd half, looking to extend their lead in this one, partner.
Yeah, you know what you do? It's halftime is over. You come out here. You're not sure what the new game plan is going to be, but feel your way into the game. Don't take a chance early and turn the football over.
The Raiders at the line of scrimmage with their set of receivers in a bunch formation. The quarterback motions the wide receiver.
When you see linebackers shifted around like this, what they're trying to do, confuse the quarterback.
Taken down at the 33.
The Raiders have been awesome today on 1st down. That time it's a nice play design. They throw the football, it picks up solid yards. 2nd and short. Boy, that's what every offense likes to be in.
after the pass play. Gain 7. 2nd and 3 on the way.
The D-lines, they're seeing something on the offensive side. Everybody's shifting to their left.
Midway into the third. The give out of the eye.
Third and 2 here after the run.
The Raiders are at the line of scrimmage with a pair of backs split behind the quarterback.
Now he's going to change the play. And look out. I think he's going to go down the field with the football.
The Raiders get a first down.
That's what you want to do. Just get a first down, especially when you're on top. Keep the clock moving. Keep the defense guessing. Make them react instead of attack.
They come to the line, and it's first down.
Look at the defensive line shifting all down to the inside. They're pinching. They're expecting a run right up the middle.
Taken down at the 39. He's averaging about 3 yards a carry on the day.
Almost to the 40 at the 39-yard line.
The Raiders come out and a bunch set.
2nd down and 8. He makes the catch.
Now they take the football onto the opponent's side of the field. The Raiders are in front thanks to their quarterback. Carr's been unstoppable so far.
He has been unstoppable, hasn't he? When your quarterback is hot, keep giving the football to him. They've done it, and he has rewarded the coaches.
First down at the 48.
Running right through the trenches.
Second and 10 coming up. The Eagles come out in a dime package.
From the shotgun.
Has space. The ball is fumbled.
The offense heads to the line for the 7th play of the drive. It's a 2 tight end formation. 1st and 10. Intercepted. That brings the play to an end.
That was an awesome job by the defense. They just read the quarterback's eyes. They got in position, and they made the interception.
The Eagles didn't get much out of that last drive, so now here they come again on offense. I'm sure they're going to be a little bit more of an urgency to the offense this time.
Well, I'll just say this to you, Jim Nance. I sure hope so. After that last drive, that was just too generic, wasn't very well thought out, and they got to change what they're doing on the offensive side.
Got to give that defense a little credit, though, don't you?
Well, yeah, the defense did its job, but that was pretty easy.
They'll decline the penalty and let the play stand.
I like this. Show some patience. Don't try to get it all in one play. Pick up first downs and try to go down the field and score.
Now 1st and 10. Down the field.
This would be ruled incomplete. Didn't get the feet down.
The one thing as a quarterback, when you miss a big play down the field like that, you got to watch it again the next day on film.
Second and 10 coming up. The Eagles take it from the 38. And that's a gain of 10.
Wasting little time.
When you see linebackers moving around like this, that means they're probably going to blitz.
Leaps in the air and has it. How about how high he went up in the air to get that one?
Unbelievable Physical job that time, and again, that's part of every offense now in the NFL. It wasn't like that when I played. We didn't have guys that could go up and make catches like that.
The Eagles have it at the 39. And Matthews has got it on a pass that had some heat. The Eagles still on offense to start the fourth. Capped off the third quarter with a huge play.
Anytime your team is down, you're inside the other team's red zone, you look for one of your star players, your quarterback, wide receiver, or running back. They need to make a big play here.
Incomplete, almost going in the other direction.
It's a nice play that time by the defense. The offense is inside your red zone. You got to stop them from scoring. That was a good job of swatting the football away.
Second and 10 coming up. The wide receiver shifting around in motion.
Look out, they're changing the play to take advantage of something they see on the defensive side.
Second and 10. Touchdown, and this game just got a whole lot more interesting. Early in the fourth, and they've climbed back into this one quite nicely. That touchdown couldn't have come at a better time.
Awesome job by them getting out there, finding a way to make this game close by scoring that touchdown. But listen, as a coach, don't do anything stupid like onside kicking and take your team and put them right back in a tough situation.
It'll be a touchback. The Raiders offense back on the field trying to make up for that costly mistake. The last time they had the ball, the turnover they committed immediately turned into points against them.
Yeah, it did, Jim, but you know what? It's not a perfect game. You got to deal with adversity when you're talking about football. So you made that mistake, let it go, go out there, be aggressive, and see if you can score some points.
Second down here after that run play. Takes it from the gun. Makes the catch, but didn't get the feet down. Incomplete. This is third down. The Eagles with a nickel look here on defense.
Jim, look at that. The defensive line now shifting to the right. The quarterback's picked up on something. He's changing the play here.
Third down and 6. The pass falls incomplete, and they fail to pick up a first down on this series. They're in punting formation. Game's about 3.
The Eagles now ready to take over again on offense. They were successful on their previous drive, getting the ball all the way to the end zone. I'm sure they're looking for more of the same right now.
Oh, absolutely. That's what you always want. You want to find your way to the end zone, and so many people contributed on that last drive, and you've got to give the coaches a lot of credit for putting the players in excellent position.
Get ready. Break 38. Break 38.
Dropping back now into the shotgun. He's got the catch. That picks up 7.
The defense, they have a lead here in the fourth quarter, so they're willing to give up short pass completions, but good job by the offense.
After
after the pass play. Gain 7. 2nd and 3 on the way.
They'll hike it to him out of the shotgun. And it's swatted away.
Third down on the way. Playing press coverage to the outside.
Get ready.
Doesn't like what he sees on the defensive side, so he is changing the play to the receivers by giving him hand signals.
Play clock's running down.
From the gun. Gonna try and scramble now. And now he'll slide.
That's a really smart job that time by the quarterback. Pick up all the yards you can, and before you're going to get hit, slide in there like you're going to second base.
They come to the line of scrimmage. First down.
Let's go. 38. Get ready. 38.
Out of the gun. Almost made the catch, but the collision jarred it loose.
Randall's really hit hard that time. And I know the football hit his hands, but when a defender times it perfectly like that, with that much power and speed going into that receiver, you are going to let that football go. That's human nature. Really good job by the defensive player.
Setting up now at the 44-yard line.
Get ready.
2nd down and 10. Throws the pass.
Incomplete as he was looking short.
Well, it's a tight game up to this point. You got 3rd and long. You're losing by a few points. You can't win the game on this play, but I'll tell you what, you can sure lose it. If you force this football down the field, you have a turnover, it could be the end of the game.
Coming to the line at the 44.
Looks like they're in press coverage here. The Eagles need to get to the 34 for a first down. 3rd down and 10.
Ertz with the catch. And at the 25, he'll be brought down.
The Eagles did a good job that time picking up the first down. Let's look at the situation. You're behind the second half. You keep looking to pick up those first downs, and, you get enough of them. What does it do? Pretty simple. It leads to a score.
The Eagles in the pistol. First down at the 25.
With 2 hands, he has it.
Well, when you keep chipping away with these short throws, sooner or later that defense is going to come up, and when they come up, that's when you throw it over the top.
Inside the 20 now at the 19.
Get ready. 38.
2nd down and 4.
They'll run it here. Almost out. A recovery by the defense.
Protect the football at all times. You got to know these defenders. All they work on in practice every single week, stripping the football. The offensive guy, hey, he's just not ready for it.
First down at the 19. Handoff. He's taken down at the 23.
When you're leading the game in the 4th quarter and you're on offense, you are looking to use the time up on the clock. So that was a nice play call by the offense to run. Defense stops it for a short game.
And it'll be 2nd down and 6 after the running play on first down.
Carr comes out in the pistol.
Quarterback likes what he sees out there outside. He's changing the play with the wide receiver.
Timeout called by the defensive unit.
2nd down coming up.
Well, the defensive line noticed something. They're all shifting to the left.
And here's the toss. He's averaging about 3 yards a carry on the day.
The Raiders really got it going now. They got confidence. They got momentum. They got a small lead here in the second half. And that first down, what does it do? It just gives the offensive coordinator confidence. And, of course, this quarterback, he is always ready to go.
First and 10. Handoff made. They deck him in the backfield.
The Eagles defensive coordinator, my gosh, he is one happy guy. Anytime you get in the backfield and stop the runner and make him lose yards, that's some good stuff.
The Raiders line up, split backfield. Second and long. Carr's going to take off with it. And it falls incomplete.
Does it take talent to do something like this? You've got a time to pass where the football's going, where the receiver's going to catch it and do the perfect timing, hit that receiver, and that football comes flying out. Nice job that time, incomplete pass.
Now looking at third down.
Defense is crowding the line of scrimmage. They're trying to confuse the quarterback.
The Raiders snap it at the 31. The sack by Fletcher Cox.
They got to give that defensive front a lot of credit, man. They are pushing. They're getting after it. They know it's probably going to be a pass on third down, and they get back to the quarterback and take him down.
King is back now. He'll be punting. This punt will be returned. King's there to take it down.
The Eagles know there's three parts to every football game: offense, defense, and special teams. What a play for the special teams here. Good punt return, good blocking. They get it done.
What a place to start for the offense. This is a time where the quarterback has to manage the clock, has to be very careful. Trailing, needing points to get back into this one. And incomplete. Didn't get his feet down.
Breaking huddle at the 30-yard line.
This game is closing in on a finish, and the defense can make one play and basically end the game. Zach Eagles in for the score. He now has 10 touchdown passes on the season. The point after would give them the lead. The point after try is in the books. The Raiders ready to return the kickoff. That'll be a touchback, and the ball will be placed at the 20.
The Raiders heading back out there on offense, hoping to improve on their last possession, which ended rather quickly with a punt.
Yeah, I think what they got to do, they got to come out and be a little more creative, get the defense off guard, make them think over there. That was too generic what they did on the offensive side. If you want to score, show some ingenuity. The quarterback, he's changing the play with the wide receiver with those hand signals.
Brings it in. The Raiders still trail, but as we look at the passing numbers, it's hard to find much fault with them. Carr's numbers, though, speak to a team that could be winning if other things like their defense were doing their part here, partner.
Well, yeah, that's right. The defense has got to hold their end up, but the offense, they've been very, very good. The quarterback has been accurate. He has been smart, and that always gives you a chance when your quarterback is playing that well.
The Raiders take it from the 23. Has his man. Has 12 on this play.
Big first down by the offense that time. Here in the second half, they're losing a close game, and you get that first down. It just gives you confidence. It opens up the playbook, and it just gives you a better chance of going down the field and getting the score.
The Raiders might be looking at the scoreboard and thinking, uh-oh, not again, as they trail in another tight game, partner.
Well, I'm going to do a little teaching right here. Don't look at the scoreboard. Just focus on the play that's coming up. Just do your job. If you do that, you'll have a chance to find a way to win.
Boy, if his head got yanked back the other way, an obvious face mask penalty, and that's a big one.
It's about safety of the players, too. That's why when you grab, hit the helmet in certain situations, it's going to be a 15-yard penalty. Don't grab the face mask.
Kendricks there to make the tackle.
Nice run that time. When you run the football like this, over a period of time, it's going to wear that defense out. There's no doubt about it. Nice job by the offensive line.
The Raiders coming to the line still have all 3 of their timeouts here in the fourth quarter. The Raiders have it at the 34. Carr's on the move. Bill, it's third down. They are in 4-down territory, and the defense knows that.
Yeah, and you get a situation like this, Jim, on the defensive side, you need one of your pass rushers to come through and get on that quarterback.
The Raiders have saved all 3 of their timeouts for here in the fourth quarter. The Raiders signal for a timeout. They have 2 remaining. A huge third down play on the way.
Jim, look at that. The defensive line all shifting down inside. They're expecting a run right up the middle.
He's averaging about 3 yards a carry on the day.
Well, when you see a play like this by the offensive player, that is a great reflection on the coach. You can tell they've gone over these situations. When you're fighting the clock and you can get out of bounds, get it done. Good job by the offensive player there.
First down. Pressure on every snap now.
Oh, you see the linebackers moving around. I think they're trying to confuse the offensive line.
First down at the 18.
That's a touchdown. That's a touchdown. What a time in this game to find the end zone.
We've seen this all day long. Another good run by the running back. Nice blocking up front, and another touchdown.
Toss to the outside. So from 2 yards out, they get it across and secure 2 extra points.
The Eagles are prepared to return the kickoff.
Huff's got a chance for a return. And he's tackled right at about the 28-yard line. The Eagles offense still has a chance here, Phil. Late in the game, can they make something happen?
Well, it's going to be interesting to see, Jim. I think let's look at it from the defensive side. Know the situation. If they get the ball, they catch a pass, make sure you come up and make the tackle. Don't let them catch and run and get a big play against you.
Second down, late in the fourth quarter. Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. 2nd and 10. Randall's there to catch a ball that had a lot of heat on it. The Eagles use another timeout here, and they have one left. Now on 1st down, every snap crucial the rest of the way. This play set up by the long gainer. Getting away from the pressure. He's hit as he throws it. The one good thing about that incomplete pass, it stops the clock, and they're able to preserve the one timeout.
Yeah, that's what you want to do. You want to get as many plays off as you can, Jim, by using your timeout, getting out of bounds, spiking the football. A lot of things to do here. We'll see if the offense is up for all of them.
2nd down following that incompletion. Quarters formation here for the defense. And he takes off. Going deep. And intercepted. That interception was a backbreaker. That may have been the last chance, and I'm sure it's a throw he wishes he could have back.
You know, Jim, in situations like that, sometimes it can turn out the wrong way. You take them down, you score, you're the star player of the game, but this time he's going to turn out to be the GOAT.
First down at the 20. They're going to run it on the toss. Wright's going to make the tackle. It was a nail-biter. It wasn't pretty, but it goes down as a victory.
It's even sweeter when you win a close game in the league because you know how hard it is. And to make that one play, that was the difference. Whew, a lot of joy in the locker room.
For Phil Simms and all the crew at EA Sports, Jim Nantz saying so long for now.